Hello, Facebook fans and YouTube fans. Here we are again with another episode of Table Talk with Roland. As you know, we try to bring anything that's need to know, good, healthy, fitness-oriented stuff is what we do here at the table. And there's no script, we just talk. And that's why it's called Table Talk with Roland. Well, today we got a guest that's has been bitten by the bug, the competition bug, and this is his first year. And we're just going to talk about his journey, and also we got a special announcement as well. But you know, you can hear straight from a true novice person that's going through the ranks of climbing the ladder to that all important, hopefully IFBB Pro title. But you have to start somewhere. Got to build a foundation, and that's what we've done. We're talking about none other than Mr. Scott Moss. Well, Scott,
hey,
welcome
thanks,
to the
thanks for having me.
table.
Thanks
yes,
for
sir.
having me, Roland.
Now, Scott and I, we've been at this thing for it's been a year now.
Been a year. Been a year.
Yes.
Been a year and a month.
Yes.
Actually.
Yes. And Scott came. First of all, it was just to get healthy and lose some weight.
Yep.
And you know, I've been traveling this road for a while. I saw some potential, and we just unlocked that potential. And now you're getting ready for your third show.
I know.
Your third show.
I am.
So let's talk about that, and then we'll talk about your business, because he owns a business as well, custom renovations and painting. We're going to talk about that as well, because it takes, you know, being a business owner and trying to compete at the same time, that requires some sacrifice.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
So let's talk about that journey, Scott.
Well, I've always worked out through the years, different gyms and different people, different trainers. But a buddy of mine hooked me up with Roland back in the first of November 2020. And I come in here to kind of just, you know, build and learn something new and try to get some weight off of me. And we got to talking and ended up talking about doing a show. And I was like, doing a show, that's a lot. So he kind of set me down and took me through the ropes of what it is, what all is involved to do a show. Is very, very dedicated. You got to be very, very dedicated and mentally focused to do a show. But it involves a lot. It involves dedication. It involves working out daily. It's not 2 or 3 days a week. It's 6 days a week, 7 days a week cardio. Your meals, you gotta get all your meals prepped right. You gotta eat right. Your body, you change your whole body in doing this. You know, from a physique standpoint, to train and to look the way you want to look on stage. You always want to be better. It's not, you know, you do your first show, I've done it all. It ain't like that. You gotta go through the ropes. You gotta carry on from show to show to show, and keep your body in shape, keep your diet the way it should be. And there's different things. You're off season, you're gaining muscle, so you're eating a little different. You're putting on muscle, but then when it's grind time, to start cutting, really working on your diet the way it should be, and all, and staying focused. Roland's been a big part of me. I'll tell you, he's really done a lot with me and kept me focused. It's easy to get off the road. It's easy to get off the road. Let me tell you, many times I wanted to just say, "Whoa, I don't know if I can do this. This is a lot." It's another job. I own a company, so it's like having a whole nother job in general. So
and you know, you and I, we've had our conversation, and one thing, you know, I kind of pride myself on is telling it like it is.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm retired military, drill sergeant, all that stuff, and I don't hoop and holler.
No.
But I talk to a person as I want to be talked to.
Very laid back.
Yeah, you and I, we had our conversation.
Yeah.
When you wasn't doing things
110%. Exactly.
And you know, we just talked about it.
Yeah.
And you got the message, and you picked up, and you bought into the program.
Right.
And as soon as you bought into the program, that's when things happened. Because I think the first 2 months, I mean, we were just You was coming in, you was doing things, but
I was doing what I still was doing in the field.
exactly,
I would say.
Exactly.
And when you eat, you got to eat from the house. You got to eat, like Roland said, it ain't no good if it ain't from the table.
Yeah.
All this stuff out in restaurants. Oh, I got grilled chicken, but it's the stuff they put in at the sodium and the calories that's loaded into all the seasonings will hurt you. And when it's 6 weeks out, it's 6 weeks out to where you got to really restrict your body to keep your body focused with your mind, to be able to keep it where you want to go for the future.
Yes, sir. And we you've lost a lot of weight, Scott.
Yeah, I've lost 42 pounds.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm like 170s, low 170s for the show when I get ready to compete.
Correct. And this whole thing about competing is, to me, if you want to get reacquainted with your body, go through a full prep of a show.
Yeah.
Whether you get on stage or not, go through the process of what it takes to get ready for a show, and therefore you learn a lot about yourself,
your body. You learn a lot about your body.
Yeah, I say you get reacquainted with your body.
Yeah,
you
really do.
And you find out some things that you thought was good really wasn't that good.
Yeah.
And you find out some things that you thought you couldn't do without, you really could do without.
Yep, that's
and
right.
Once things changes, we fast forward a little bit and we did our first show. How did you feel about that first show?
It was I was pretty nervous. My first show, I worked hard. I did it I got ready in 7 months.
Yes.
Which was a lot. I mean, the cardio was killer. Getting in the sauna once every day at night after my hour cardio, I'd get in the sauna, I'd eat. I'd just really watch everything I did to be prepared, and I was hoping I was prepared, and Roland took me all the way to the last hour getting on stage, or what it took to, it ain't just you're ready and then you go get on stage. When you get there, you weigh in, and then there's other opportunities that you got to go through to get ready for that.
Yes.
That prejudging of that next morning. You weigh in on Friday, and then there's food you got to put in your body and get it ready and all that, and then do your prejudging that Saturday morning, and then it's showtime. The prejudging is tough. It's tough.
Yes,
You're thinking, am I right? Am I posing right? Am I doing this right? Am I doing that right? But I tell you, my second show was probably tougher than my first show because I wanted to be better. I didn't think I was as good as I was a little better than my first show, but they were back to back. July the 18th we did Dothan, and then I did Orange Beach October 31st, Halloween. So I was ready, but I don't know if I was 110% ready like I should have been, which I put a lot on my body that year, but it was good. And now this show I'm feeling a whole lot better about myself.
Yes.
I'm looking better. I really put on some muscle, believe it or not. I've put on some muscle in this short period of time. Because April 3rd is our next show that we're doing here in Columbus, Georgia. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it. It's part of my life now. It really is. It's part of my life, and my wife has been a big part of this, of helping me and keeping me focused. I've been known to get off the track a little bit here and there, but yeah, it's a journey that I challenge anybody to do.
Yes.
I've had several people want to do it and try it, but just didn't have the focus and didn't have the want to do it at the time. So,
Exactly.
But I would challenge anybody to try this because it puts your body in your mind in a different state in life. It really does.
Gotcha.
And it's helped me focus more on my company and
That's
think
what
about.
I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
How has this helped you as far as being a business owner?
Yeah.
You are, you're self-employed.
Yep.
You run
11
your
years.
own business.
Yep.
And that's your money maker.
Yeah.
And here it is getting ready for a show. So tell me what happened there.
I think it made me focus more on the company in general. My body's in better shape. My mind's in better, in a thinking mode than it was before, doing all of this, eating like I was and drinking and so forth. And I don't say I don't have a drink every now and then, I do, but it's helped me focus more. And I think I've grown the company more. And everybody's like, well, how do you do that? And how do you train as much as you train and run your company? Well, like Roland said, there's 24 hours in a day.
Yes, sir.
There's 24 hours in a day to where, hey, it takes, at the end of getting ready for a show, it's 5 to 6 hours a day to prep, to cardio, to train, to do the sauna, to get all your meals like they should be, and your vitamins and all of that stuff. It takes a lot to do that. But I think in the mornings, 4 hours is a lot of time in the morning prior to me working out every day. Well, I work out every day at 1 o'clock during the week and 8 o'clock on Saturdays, which I hate Saturday. I hate Saturday mornings. They're rough. I'm not a morning workout person, I guess, anymore like I used to be.
Yeah.
But and then I train at 1, and then I eat, and then I go back to work, and I focus on everybody and everything for the company 100%. So I think it's really helped me.
Yes.
It's still tough owning a company and doing this full time. So I have no break. I have very little free time. But I do have free time. Not thinking this is everything, but I do have some free time still.
Yes.
In
So
doing all of this.
it's all about, like you said, preparation.
Yep.
Have a plan.
Yep.
And you stick with that plan.
Exactly.
When it's time to work out, it's time to work out, and you don't actually clock for additional time because you got to get back and do what you got to do. Which means, like you said, preparation is the key.
Yep.
You can't wait to the last minute to prep your food or whatever. You got to stay ahead of the game.
Yep.
Because, like you said, you have a company to run, and you got a family.
That's right.
as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's pulling.
And they're full time.
Full time, yes. And I think all three of those entities are selfish. I know I'm selfish because I'm your trainer. I want my time just like everybody else.
That's right.
Because I'm trying to get you to a certain spot. Your business requires time, so that's very selfish. And then your family requires time, and that's selfish. So again, what I mean by that is that you gotta plan to do all those things.
You gotta plan it daily,
which means you gotta sacrifice. Because I'm not giving up my time, your work is not giving up their time, and your family not giving up their time. So when it comes to them, you still Scott, you still dad, you still a husband, and you got things that you got to do. So again, that's why I say people got to be laser focused on what they're doing. If okay, I get up in the morning from the bed to the treadmill. Let's get this cardio done before the day even starts.
5 o'clock.
Yes, sir. It is what it is. And that's your personal time.
That's right.
So.
And being on the treadmill for an hour, you would be surprised how much you focus on things that you got to do for that day or you got to do for that month. I mean, it just hits in your mind, and you think, oh, dang it, I almost forgot about that, or I need to do this for the next 2 weeks on this job and get this ready. And, I got 14 guys I work every day. Wow. So I have to keep them a job every day. So and keep them focused and keep them in line of what they need every day and all of that. So it takes a lot.
Yes, and that's why I say, you got 24 hours.
That's right.
But once you divide those times up, and you still got to get some sleep and rest somewhere in the midst of that,
that's right.
So you got to be very, again, laser focused on what you're doing, and that's what you've developed.
I really have.
I've seen you go from here to here, and you're making it happen. And now here we are, like you said, on the 3rd of April, the Tri-City Classic here. This is home.
That's right.
And that's something big. Because now you got a ton of folks that's probably gonna come to see.
No doubt.
Come to see you do what you do. You're at home, so that's even more added pressure.
Pressure.
But hey,
I think I'm on the right track. I got some things to critique a little bit, but it's grind time. It's time to really focus. The holidays are tough.
Yes, sir. 90 days out.
90 days. That's right.
It's time to rock and roll. And speaking of that, on the 3rd of April, right here at the Columbus Convention and Trade Center, is going to be the Tri-City Classic. So if you're not busy, be unbusy and come and check the show out.
That's right.
And if you want to be a competitor, still not too late. You got 90 days. A lot can happen in 90 days. If you want to be a sponsor, contact me as well. So there's all kinds of avenues that you can take to be involved on the show. And speaking of sponsorship, we got a big breaking news. Sometimes you run into people that totally buy into a program, buy into a sport, and they just love it. And that's what has happened with Scott. I've met his family. They've bought into it. They're pretty awesome, really, really awesome folks. And the title sponsor for this year is none other than Custom Renovation and Painting. That's Scott's company. That's just how much he's bought into it. So everything, all the flyers and advertisement and stuff you'll see now will start out saying Custom Renovation and Painting presents the NPC Body Be One Classic.
Awesome.
So Scott, we appreciate you doing that.
Thank you.
Because that means a lot.
It does.
It really, really means a lot. To have someone like you come in and want to take that spot. But you know, there's some things that comes along with the spot, and we're gonna make some things happen. But again, it's gonna be an honor just to put the name of your company up there first, but it's just an attribute to you doing something that you like doing.
Yep, I really enjoy it.
We're going into our third show.
I know, third show.
Yes.
We're gonna do 2 this year.
Yes,
that's what we're shooting for.
Shoot
two shows this year. So.
Yeah, and we're gonna have fun at it. But again, you've come such a long way, and to be able to do this and run a company, it's, you know, I know what you're going through.
Oh yeah,
it is no joke.
But I'm really proud to be the sponsor, the head sponsor.
I appreciate it.
I really enjoyed it. You've been good to me. You've done a lot for me, kept me focused, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, sir.
Especially being a home show.
Yes, sir.
Well, and this show's hadn't been here in what?
It's been a while, about 10 years.
It's been 10 years since it's been here in Columbus, Georgia. So it's gonna be something to see. First show of the year, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's gonna be really good show, I think.
Yeah, because we got some people coming out of the woodworks to do it. A lot of bragging rights is trying to be developed here.
That's right.
So it's going to be a show to be seen, and again, that's why we are so laser focused on the prep.
Oh yeah.
Because it's no joke.
Oh yeah.
I mean, people come in to knock you off your pedestal.
Yeah.
that you created.
That's right.
You know, and they talking noise, and they supposed to.
Oh yeah.
I tell everybody, never. You know, that person that you don't see is the person that you need to prepare for.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Because if you can see certain things going on, you can make an adjustment and somehow come out all right. But that one individual, that one knucklehead that's laying in the cut that nobody's seen, that's the person you got to watch out for.
Exactly.
And that's why we leave no stones unturned when it comes to preparation, from the eating to the cardio to the weight training to the sleeping to the vitamins, minerals, water intake, posing practice. All of that stuff has to be on point.
It's a job.
Yes, sir.
It's a job.
Sir. Yes, sir.
But you're doing it for your health and your body and your focus in life, you know.
Exactly.
Be on a better track, I think, in general.
And you're exactly right. And now that we've moved from 2020 to 2021, good grief, you know, but we can't let up.
Well, we were lucky to maintain and be able to do what we did to be able to do the shows. Because a lot of people got kicked out of the shows. Not kicked out, but wasn't able to train and be ready for the shows. So a lot of people were hurt. You know, feelings hurt bad last year with having to do what we went through, and it was a bad year for a lot of people in America.
Yes.
But I think this year is going to be a lot better. We hoping, and I think it will. We're going to make it better.
It's going to be pretty awesome. So again, if you're not busy, on the 3rd of April, come on out to the Columbus Convention and Trade Center and watch Scott and a bunch of other folks do their thing. I guarantee you it's going to be a stone cold blast, and we look forward to having you there. And if you're looking for a second show to do, then hold on to it to July the 17th. We're going to take it down to Dothan, Alabama, and we're going to do the Body Be Wine Classic down there. So it's plenty of opportunity for you to showcase your good, hard-earned work. Well, Scott, we appreciate you taking the time out.
Thank you.
On a day like today is Sunday.
That means, hey, it don't matter.
Yes, and coming out and sitting at the table and just talking. Again, thank you so much for the sponsorship. My wife, thank you. My family, thank you.
Yes.
And we just happy to be part of your family as well. So again, people, just stay tuned. Table Talk with Roland. If you want to sit at the table, just give me a holler, 706-405-9539, and we'll bring you here and we'll just talk about things. So until the next episode, stay focused because 2021 is going to be a heck of a year.